What if I told you that the way you see your child could actually change their behavior? Would you believe me? So many parents come to me saying, my child's disrespectful, they lie, they never listen. But what if your child's behavior isn't just about what they're doing? It's also about what they're hearing from how you see them. Today, we're going to talk about how our perception as parents shapes the reality that we see in our children, and how one small shift in perspective can change everything. Welcome to the Behavior Brainwave Show. I'm your host, Cindy MacMillan, mom of two and child therapist who works with kids with big behaviors and big feelings. Let me tell you a quick story. I had a family who came into my office, a mom, dad, and their 9-year-old son. Let's pretend his name is Ethan. They were exhausted. They said, he lies all the time, he talks back, he's disrespectful. When I asked Ethan what was going on, he shrugged and said, they never believe me anyway. That was my clue. I told his parents, I know it looks like lying and defiance, but what if underneath that is a child saying, please see me differently? Over the next few sessions, we worked on shifting their perspective from he's a liar to he's struggling to feel safe telling the truth. From he's disrespectful to he's overwhelmed and doesn't yet have the skills to express himself respectfully. And guess what? When the parents' view of Ethan softened, his behavior started to change. This is because he no longer was fighting to be seen as good. He knew they saw the good in him already. There's actually real brain science behind this. Our brains are constantly sending and receiving signals about who we are and how safe we feel. But when a child feels seen as capable, good, and trying their best, their brain releases oxytocin and serotonin, chemicals that build trust, calm, and cooperation. In other words, our perceptions really do become our brain's reality. So how do we make that shift? It starts with the language we use. Instead of, he's so disrespectful, try, he's dysregulated. When we describe our child differently, their brains and ours both start operating from a place of safety and not threat. This is because words don't just describe behavior, they shape our identity. Try this the next time your child acts out. Pause before reacting. Silently ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this behavior? Then shift it. Instead of saying, you're being rude, say, you're having trouble using respectful words right now. You're not letting go of boundaries. You're leading with empathy. That's what builds trust, and trust is what opens the door for behavior change. How we see our children shapes how they ultimately see themselves. And that changes everything. If you want to see your child differently, start with one simple thought. My child is doing the best they can with the skills they have today. That's where growth begins for both of you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly videos that help you raise more regulated and connected kids. I'll see you next week.